Hello folks and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battles, Dokkan Frontier, and I'm up to 21 and I need to get the 4 more done. Oh my goodness. I need to get to 24 done. I started at 19. I thought it was only 5, instead it was 6. And I just spent an hour on Note 20, so I hope you watched that video and enjoyed it. I had to cut it down, of course. I only put in the successful run on Note 20, but hopefully you guys are able to enjoy that. Now, we have a two-phase fight here for Node 21, and it's it's probably going to be annoying. Okay? I haven't a clue why we should be bringing in this guy. So he's got 80% damage reduction, and for 2 turns he's got 90% damage reduction. He gains a lot of bonuses for the intensity level, and he also gains 1000% attack. So if he was Link level 10, great. Yeah, if he was Link level 10, great. He's not. But I'm probably going to be okay here. See if there is... Okay, so I would revive if I'm under 70% health. Ideally, I'm going into this team turn 2. But I wish this AB switched off the groups. Hold on a second. Is there a... No, this just switches that. It doesn't... Oh, okay. Ah, boy. Boy, I'm just gonna redo this. Yeah. I'm just gonna redo this. Let's bring him in. And I probably should be bringing in this Gohan. Probably should be bringing in this Gohan. It's just, yeah. You know what? I am gonna do this. I will be right back. I'm just going to level him up and finish him off with in a potential system. Okay, folks, finally done with leveling up Gohan. More time has been taken. Unfortunate, but I may just be recording here for the next 2.5 hours trying to do these stages. But wish me luck. To unlock 21-1, we need to clear 21 in 7 turns. So the team is like this. I am fully, well, not exactly like this. I have to change this guy out. Pardon me. Yes. Do have to change this. But my team is pretty much as follows. So he is going to be getting all of these extra stuff, okay? And I mean all of these extra stuff, which makes him pretty much going to be absolutely necessary. I couldn't say if I want to bring in this guy more than anything else. I'll be honest. Can't bring in that one because he's not giving any buffs to the team, so there's no reason to bring him in. So hopefully this will be fine because Frieza is a tech unit, so hopefully we'll be okay here. And of course, trying to get all of that activated, not by default, I should say. But we are trying to get here. Okay. So we do get the... Okay, that works. I got all those attacks beforehand, so Goku should be fine. There. I want to get some attacks off, and I want to get in key spheres here. Okay. Let's see what Goku takes here. 220, that's okay. That's okay. That was before he's even built up on his passive. It's okay. It's okay. So, 50% damage reduction, no nerfing whatsoever, gains 8% attack with each attack received up to 80%, and loses 8% defense with each attack received, no more than minus 80%. So let's see how we do here exactly. He dodged. Okay. Yeah, Gohan is toasted. Gohan being toasted is more than fine. Is more than fine. Okay, so I don't know why it's giving us... Oh, because we're on level 2. We're on level 2, so because we lost a unit. Okay, so Gohan was a bit of a mistake. Not gonna lie. Gohan was a bit of a mistake. Let's see what we can do here for Goku post supering a couple of times, and... Okay, that works. That works. Okay. Now, we are trying to get this done in 7 turns. So hopefully we can get out of this phase quickly enough. If he's the one who dies, we're in huge trouble. Yeah, that takes care of any kind of business that we have. That puts paid to any kind of business that we have. I am going to activate this here. That nearly finished him off. I am not going to be gaining any ki out of this. It doesn't matter. At least I'm able to get a 12 ki off. Oh wow. He's taking a lot of damage there. Okay, yeah. So getting out of this phase was what I was hoping for here. Yep, it's been quite some time since you've exerted yourself this much. I'm aware. I'm aware. So, I should probably just try to do this, but I think I have to go and do this. Much as I would like not to. I think I have to do this. Yeah. let's go ahead here and I will go over what I know of the details here in a moment. Okay, so for this phase, Frieza does huge amounts of damage. We don't know how much that is. There's no nerfing, of course, 50% damage reduction, and loses 50% defense when there is only one enemy remaining participating in battle. So theoretically speaking, I should have left Goku in just in case, but he would not be doing any crits. So, yeah, who knows if he would be able to do anything. Okay. That's decent damage, unfortunately no crit, and then the additional doesn't go... Oh, this is the absolute worst RNG. The absolute worst RNG possible. Come on. That had no reason doing that. Sheesh. That had no reason being that way. That absolutely could have ruined the run. That absolutely could have ruined the run. That is so frustrating beyond belief. Oh boy. Come next turn, there's no crits anyway, so like not critting that first time is a bit of a problem. And not getting additional super attacks is probably the worst case scenario for Ginyu. This is the turn where he needs to get those super attacks and crits. Come on. You can do it, Ginyu. Crit. No crit, but it still got done. Okay, that had, for no reason, more tension than necessary. There was no reason for that. That absolutely had no reason for that. Okay, so now we're on to 22. 22 also doesn't have any node missions, but yeah, so I'm gonna try and put this together. Let me just pull up the stats here. Okay, so there's two phases, and this time it gets nastier. Okay, so let's take out that guy and bring in Goku here. I would assume he's getting some serious buffs. Let's bring him in, actually, as the lead. Whoops. Yeah, this will give us more stats across the board. Let's try this. Okay. Let us try this. Right. So, intensity levels are level 2, disables additional attacks. Level 3, -4 key disruption, and critical hit suppression at level 4. Now, Okay. Do I have more links with him? Nope, same links. Same exact links. So let's grab those. Let's grab these. And I do need AGL key spheres for the extra damage reduction and dodge. So let's go and grab that. Okay, so he's focusing attacks on enemy whose defense is currently the highest. Does that mean that after Goku finishes attacking, it's gonna start focusing on him, or is it stuck on Vegeta? Because if it's stuck on Vegeta, we're in trouble. Of course, there's no node mission, so there's no specific caveats of, oh, I need you to, etc., to fulfill this condition or that condition. Boy, okay, so 50% damage reduction, no nerfing whatsoever, and has a 5 million damage threshold, as you can see there, and then also focuses attacks on the enemy whose defense is currently the highest. That's a lot of damage to take from a normal. Okay. Alright, so who has the most defense? 421,000, 112,000, and 285,000. Okay. Sadly, I am not going to be getting attacked beforehand, so I'm not getting the extra key and build-up that he needs. But I can always hope that he's got enough. Good news is that I do not need to get the AGL key spheres here, I think. Oh, never mind, he does. Because getting those orbs netted him more defense. Yep. Typical. Typical. He's not doing any damage anyways, so I probably should not farm it. Okay, so... Oh, finally doing damage. Finally doing damage. Okay. Oh, there's a crit. Got over the 5 million damage threshold with the crit. Love to see it. And another crit, so we got over that. And he dodged the super attack. Huge! And he's taking double digits from normals. Let's go! Alrighty. So we are losing our additional super attacks with this particular suppression. So I think that we do this here. Okay. Let Goku build up as much as possible. Man, I would love to give this to Ginyu. Who has the most defense? It's 194, that's 233, that's 226. I'm just gonna lose out on so much attack. I'm just trying to get to the Dokkan attack as fast as possible. Oh man, did Vegeta's have to activate like that? Did it have to? There's no, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep. Not much I can do about that. There is not much I can do about that. This could be a big problem. If the super attack is right away, this could be a huge problem. That's not to say that the second phase isn't going to be a big problem altogether. The super attack is right away. Oh, it didn't take any damage there. Huge. Absolutely huge. Okay. So ideally we finish off here, which means Ginyu has to super 4 times and crit all 4 times. Yeah. That's no crit. They got a super attack right off the bat. An additional super one. We like to see that. No crit there, and the additional super attack again. This will finish him off. This was huge, absolutely huge. What is that? That's some sort of ball of energy. You. Yep. Typical. Okay, so we have probably 3 super attacks here. Just pointing that out, we probably have 3 super attacks here. Okay, probably. And I think I would like to switch to the other team. But I don't know if it's worth it at this point yet. I do not know if it's worth it at this point yet. Let's bring down these orbs. Does that bring... Yep, that brought down the int orbs. Which I am hoping for. So, about this Frieza, his gimmick is reduces damage below 8.5 million to 0. There's no nerfing, 50% damage reduction. Loses 10% defense with each attack received, no more than minus 100%. And has a guaranteed critical hit when attacking, which is a 100% chance, and ignores 10% defense, and is a 1.5 times multiplier. Man, he just got yeeted. He was fully built up too. Am I thinking about this wrong? Am I thinking about this wrong? Yeah. I just lost them both. I just lost them both. I'm not gonna be able to do damage here. I might as well just do the group exchange because there's no reason for it otherwise. Let's do this. What does the active skill do? Massively raises attack temporarily, so we're going to activate this. Okay. Let's grab these int orbs so that I can get an 18 key super. Drop the AGL key spheres. And we can get a bunch of key spheres here. So now we have the Dokkan attack. And I hope to be able to use it next turn. I hope so. I hope nobody here loses. That is obnoxious. That is very, very obnoxious. That kind of damage was very, 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 very obnoxious. Oh, if he had gotten one more attack, we'd have won. If he'd have gotten just one more attack. I probably should have stayed in with Birder because another turn and he would have been built up even more. Well, he was fully built up anyway, so that wouldn't have changed anything. We were fully built up anyway. And that does it. Phew! At least that crit over it. That 8.5 million damage threshold is a little bit insane. Just a wee bit. And that is NoNode 22. So there you go, folks. Thank you all so much for coming to watch. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you're new here, you aren't already, please consider subscribing. I do have a Discord in the description. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you all in the next video. Ocean, signing off.